Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The Giants possessing the football. We rejoin the action in the second quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. That's complete to Slayton.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Let's go now. 60 or. No chance. Watch twist. Look at me. Zipper. Check right. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Ambrose. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Ambrose. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Good. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, Alpha. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got it. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Get it.
Ambrose to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit. 52, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 52. Hit it.
Ambrose now operating from the gun. And it's caught by Parker. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
70.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, zoom.
Here's Ambrose throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now Ambrose to throw. Throwing on 4th down. Aguilar has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Go! Now.
They'll run on 1st down. O'Neal. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Ambrose. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught by Aguilar. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey! Smoke! Shoot!
On first down, Ambrose. And hauled in here by Rivera. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Ambrose throwing on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So, 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get it. Watch that. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Bang.
They'll try the left side. O'Neal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go.
Ambrose now operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Look at me, zipper. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Buzz.
Here's Ambrose throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33.
3 and 1. 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 3 and
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Now Ambrose to throw on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Check safety. Now. Look at me. Door. Two.
Now a give right side. O'Neal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, first and 10 from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Ambrose throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Rivera. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Second and 3. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, his second sack of the night. Throwing on third and long. Ambrose. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Devontae Parker. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On the double.
Mike Batu, Mike Batu. All right, T, let's all right, T. Check.
80 weapons. 2.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 60 or.
All day, dog.
5.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
60 outlaw.
They'll go again with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Right 52, right 52.
Here we go.
Ambrose from the gun, he'll throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
70, Indy. Hey, Haywood.
I smell fear in that offense. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Let's go.
Ambrose now on 1st and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield and you can move the ball downfield running it that way.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Go. Shoot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Yeah. Ready?
2nd and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here we go with Williams. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Here's Ambrose throwing to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Ambrose to throw. Throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the slant.
Now Ambrose, operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of, what's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my
tone into this one. He's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and got him in the lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a...
And got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Ready?
They'll run with Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Fair. You go tight. Leo. Lee Griffin.
Throwing on 1st down. Ambrose. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Eluding the pressure right. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Justin Houston in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Tight right.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Ambrose throwing on 4th down. Flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's Tannehill. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark. Of this 4th quarter.
Ready. 18 Gator. Get it. Come.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Go set. 18 Gator.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey.
Check. Lucky. New Mike 52.
Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Nice kick.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
Watch the curl.
Ready.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So for the Eagles, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.